Yesterday I wasn't streaming because I watched the Minecraft movie. One of my friends asked me to go watch it yesterday, so I ended up going to see it yesterday. And if you haven't seen the Minecraft movie, I might talk about some spoilers at a certain point, but probably not yet. I doubt anyone genuinely cares about Minecraft movie spoilers, but in the off chance that you do, I might mention some. Let's talk about this movie. Just for a little bit. But yeah, I saw the Minecraft movie. And I thought it was fine. I'll say I thought it was good, even. I'm not here to say it was great. I'm not here to say it was the best movie I've ever seen or the best kids movie I've ever seen, but I think it's actually genuinely fairly good for a kids movie. It is good in some respects, and it is bad in others. God, this really does look like piss. The first and main thing I feel like I want to mention about it, for those who care, is that it's completely straight-laced. It is completely sincere. It doesn't treat the movie as a joke. It doesn't treat any of the concepts in the movie as a joke. It takes everything absolutely seriously in its approach. I'm drinking pee-pee and talking about Minecraft. Very good. Actually, it's great. Funnily enough, the original Ramune was like lemonade. Ramune. Lemonade. So the fact that there's a yuzu flavored one, which is just a fucking big lemon, is interesting. Because then it's just like, well, isn't that just normal? But, yeah, Minecraft movie was good. And I think it was because of how sincere it treated itself and the message it was trying to convey. The story of the movie is like nothing, to be honest. There's not much going on. If you saw the Mario movie, you'll understand that the Mario movie is a kids movie, just like this Minecraft movie is a kids movie. I'm bringing that up because I would say it is paced about the same as the Mario movie in terms of saying it's really fucking quick. It doesn't linger on anything for more than a minute or two before it's moving on to something else. Mario movie was the exact same way. These are kids movies. Again, I'm an adult. I'm like an adult baby man watching a children's. Mama, I want to watch the Mario movie. Donnie, you can't watch the Mario movie alone. I want to watch the Mario movie. No, I you know. It's wickedly quickly paced. It is so quick. And the Mario movie was my best frame of reference for the similar movie in terms of pacing. However, I think the Mario movie still had a better job of having a slightly more compelling story. Minecraft movie wasn't really... It was very generic in terms of its actual story. I guess I can get into it. Steve is just a normal man. He's an adult. He hates his job. He wanted to go into the mines as a kid, so he goes into the mines. Very beginning of the movie. Very, like, first 5-10 minutes, maybe. And he mines. Quite literally. He just mines IRL in real life with a real pickaxe, not a Minecraft pickaxe. He finds a cube, and a cube thing. He puts the cube and the cube thing together. He opens a portal, and he goes into Minecraft world. And then he just lives in Minecraft world for an extended period of time. Long enough for his beard to go, like, grayish. He makes a dog friend, and he just lives in Minecraft. And again, there is no jokes in how that is presented. It is presented as a linear series of facts. It's like, I worked at this job, and there's no jokes about, like, how weird it is that he's doing any of this. It just, you expect there to be a joke. Or, like, a punchline about, you know, doing this. He just does it. Everything that I just said happens. And they treat it as if it's the most sincere thing. For better or for worse, I think it's actually in the movie's benefit that it didn't make a joke. Like, I guess the humor in the movie, part of it was just how silly the entire thing was as overall. And how silly some of the characters were. But it didn't treat the concept as a joke. It was just conceptually very silly. which I think made it a lot more endearing. If it tried to be like a cynical movie or a fart joke movie, which it wasn't. It wasn't like a fucking Despicable Me Minions movie in terms of its humor. It came across very endearing, I think, in a sense. Again, the story was like nothing. The story was very loose. That the boy is a creative kid, but people don't like creativity in the real world. His sister's, you know, has a relationship with them. There's no mom. Mom died. So, like, she has to be, like, an adult early. She's, like, you know, the older sister now. She has a job, and she has to take care of her brother. So they have, like, a relationship that's mildly strained, but not really. And then, then they come together again. The lady, she's like, oh, she has, like, 50 side hustles. But she's really sweet and nice. And now, you know, that's it. The guy in the middle, Jason Momoa, he's a washed-out loser gamer who pretends he's really cool, but he's actually a loser gamer who has no money, and his store's gonna close because he sells retro games. That's it. Any like mild plot points, like, oh, Jason Momoa, he needs money, so he's making Steve go to the diamond mines instead of helping them escape. He's putting them on this detour that will take a lot of time because he's selfish. Oh no, big moment gets resolved within a minute or two. Any kind of tension like that is like almost immediately taken care of. The drama between the sister and the brother is like a conversation, then it's done with. The lady doesn't have any conversation. The lady's only relevance in the story is to talk to the sister and help her realize something. She has no plot relevance other than that, realistically, and just because she's there for like humor purposes. Steve has drama of like, oh, I have to like help the evil pig queen, otherwise she'll kill my dog. But then he gets the dog back anyways. She takes it without having any. None of that actually mattered in the end. It was just mild emphasis for them to go on an adventure. So the story was very generic. Any kind of plot like oomph was nothing. But I didn't really care because it's not. I mean, you're not watching the Minecraft movie for a deep, intricate story. It was very serviceable and very generic. But the point of the movie was, well, half comedy, but half it was just, you know, you could have guessed it. It's a story that's imbuing a message about, no, be creative. I was kind of surprised that a big emphasis was like, yeah, all the adults and the people becoming adults too early are like, yeah, being an adult sucks. It squashes your creativity. And then the whole moral is like, yeah, it still sucks, but you still have to go out in the real world and try and do the creative things, and hopefully it leads to something nice. And you have to put effort, but it's better. Ironically, the whole message of the movie was touch grass. It was literally. Steve is like, shitty 9-to-5 job. He finds Minecraft, the literal Minecraft, and was like, this is amazing. And he lives in Minecraft. But at the end of the movie, the other people who were going back to the real world convinced him, like, hey, man, come back with us. I was like, I don't know, man. I kind of want to live in Minecraft. You get free food with chickens. You get the villagers to talk to. You get to build whatever the fuck you want instead of the real world. But the point is, sure, you can live in Minecraft alone. Or you can go to the real world and try to do something, even if it sucks, even if it's hard. Maybe this is the grind set movie. But it's a very optimistic outlook movie, the kind of movie it is. It's an outlook of like, oh, things might suck, but they can get better. You just have to keep at it. And keep it positive about it, you know? Which is much easier said than done. It's like, oh yeah, this guy's life sucks. He's about to be evicted. All of his shit's gonna be gone. He's washed out. He makes his living buying, like auction lots. The worst character in the movie? I don't know. None of them are that exciting. I know some people didn't like Jason Momoa because his character is just, oh, whatever, Steve. You know, I can do that too, and then he does it and he fucks up. That's the running joke of like, he thinks he's so cool and he pretends he's so cool, but he's not really. Although weirdly, that didn't bother Steve at all in the movie. Steve and him just had like this budding bromance. Or they 69 at a certain part of the movie. I'm not even joking about that. They get into a position where Steve's face is in between Jason Momoa's legs and vice versa. They're in that position and they have to squeeze together. That is a real scene. That is a real thing that happens. Steve and Garrett, 69, and then they go back to the real world to be friends, and maybe more. They were fine. I did not find it objectionable. And again, it wasn't like poopy fart humor. The only kind of stupid humor joke that was in this movie, and this is dumb. There is a character in the Minecraft movie called Chungus, which is a very big character. It's a big pig character. And that was just like, the fuck? What? Why? Why? Who wrote this? Why? It was fine. It was whatever. Who cares? But like, there was genuinely nothing objectionable about the movie or its humor. It was simple. It wasn't like grand, amazing jokes, but it was fine. The only reason I would say that I would say it's good and mean it. Oh, I forgot to go live on YouTube. I forgot. Oh, whatever. They missed all this stuff. I'll have to cut all that. Anyways. But the only thing about it is that, like, yeah, it was just kind of nice. It had a positive message about creativity and, you know, the shit that happens in the real world, and, you know, do whatever. Be your man or whatever. And it approached it in a very sincere way, and not in a shitty, ironic, self-referential kind of. It was just completely sincere about it, which made it 1,000% better. I noticed that one of the person I watched with was not much less interested in it, but again, it was just a fine. It was just fine. It wasn't anything dramatic, but I'd never see it again because it's a kids movie. It's not like very compelling, but that's not how it works, nerd snort moment. No, that's the other thing I want to bring up about the Minecraft movie. I don't want to say even to a fault, but it is just Minecraft. It is just Minecraft. It is as Minecraft as you could be. They show, like, it's just they just go into Minecraft as if Minecraft was real, and it is exactly as Minecraft is. It is Minecraft. They go into Minecraft. All the mechanics are the same. The items are the same. The big memes about Jack Black just shouting names of items. Yeah, he does that a lot because that's just what it is. Everything functions the same, looks the same. It is just, they call it, we are in the overworld. We are in, every name for everything is exactly as it is. In some movies where they have to adapt the concept and a story to make it fit. No, they didn't do that. They were like, this is just what Minecraft is. This is exactly Minecraft. We're putting real people into Minecraft. Are you looking for the Minecraft the movie, the game? Here's the problem with that. Minecraft movie, the game is Minecraft. Again, the story isn't compelling, really. Because it's not about the story. It is genuinely about Minecraft. And about creativity. In a sense, I think any movie could benefit from a better story, but I almost wonder if in a case like this, that would be somewhat of a detriment to the point of the movie. Because instead of focusing on the dynamics between these characters, I almost wonder if they're meant to be more blank slate characters. You have a creative kid. So children who are creative can thrust themselves in that position. You have the sister who is maybe not as creative, but still creative, but also is the one who has to be the older one, has to be more adult, he's becoming an adult. So you can see different age ranges can thrust themselves into that character. You have the lady, and she has 15 side hustles, real estate agent, and she has a petting zoo. She has a lot of shit. You can thrust yourself into that. Steve is the most obvious for any adult. Is like, yeah, I have a normal job, and it sucks. I want to just be creative, and can't, unfortunately. And then Jason Momoa was just like, yeah, I'm broke. Life sucks. Got to sell everything. I was cool at some point, and now I'm not cool anymore. I'm a washed-up former world champion gamer. So all of those are fairly specific but blank characters that you can kind of just imprint upon and look at the world through their eyes, in a sense. And I almost wonder if that's the point. It's like the game itself. You go into Minecraft and you just create a character and you can use it to be creative. The only other thing I want to mention is, God, what is her name? I want a hot dog real bad. Jennifer Coolidge. Jennifer Coolidge, who is famous for creating genuinely, if you've never seen the movie it comes from, she was the lady who the term MILF was invented. I'm bringing that up just because that's not her only claim to fame, but that is one of them. Sir. She's in this movie. And you might think, why is she in this movie? What kind of dynamic relationship does she have with any of these characters? She's not in the poster. There is a side plot with her, and you might think, well, okay, what is that? Why is she in this? Minecraft movie. There we go. That's exactly what I was looking for. Yep. So, basically, a villager comes into the real world at the very beginning of the movie, and there's a side plot where this villager she hits him with her car. Then she takes him out to dinner afterwards. Which is how many romances start. And by the end of the movie, they get married. She fucks the villager. This man. Just saying, she fucks the villager. I was sitting with a friend, and as soon as like they were having dinner together, he just put his head in his hands, and he was like, "Oh no, she's gonna fuck the villager." But yeah, so this most important of side plots, no relevance to any. Like he doesn't come at the end and like, oh, but maybe he does come in the end. He doesn't come in the end, and like have some plot relevance. He doesn't go and save anybody. Completely unrelated. No, but they just get married at the end. I don't know why that was in the movie. I don't know like why they needed that side plot. They just needed more time to fill. I just script back in the run hole. A little strange. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to say a little weird. And I want to bring this to a point. I never had a problem with how it looked. Obviously, I think the Minecraft movie visuals are contentious. I think they look. First, I want to say I think they look a lot worse in static images. In motion, it didn't bother me. It never really bothered me too much. I know a lot of people had like issues with it. But I thought it was fine. I really thought it was fine. If you have any issues with it, you get over it within 5 minutes. But the style in the movie is fairly cohesive, accepting real people in it. But it's honestly fine. And even at the very beginning, I was like, I kind of admire how ambitious they are with the visual style. And I meant that. So I think it was fine. I've said it before. I decry any shitty Minecraft animation YouTube shit that people have been watching for years and years. I've never liked it. I always thought it looked bad. And I still feel that way. I don't like the way those things look, and I'm glad that they're gone. Well, not that they're gone, but they didn't go for that. People said, oh, this should be animated. I don't think it would have been better animated. I actually don't think this movie would have been as good if it was animated. And not in an ironic, oh, how bad it was. I actually think it was better off being a live-action movie. I almost feel like it makes its point better being live action. And the fact that they created a lot of these props and a lot of these suits that people were wearing were real. They were real. They had like huge real created sets. It was obviously CGI, and some of it wasn't very good, and there was some like really poorly done green screen as well. Yeah, I just want to mention that Jennifer Coolidge fucks a villager in this movie. Takes her to dinner. Brings him home for dessert. Her words. Her words exactly. And then the villager learns to speak English by the end of the movie. Very quality. But no, I was fine with it. It is a kids movie. What do you expect from it? It is absolutely fine. It is not atrocious. It is not like a bad movie. It is not so bad it's good. It's just fine, good kids movie. If I had children, I think they'd probably enjoy it. But no, the movie is nothing to like be like a marvel at. It's just fine. And it's incredibly fast-paced. And yeah, the most appealing part to me was that it was so sincere about what the fuck it was. It wasn't trying to be some jokey, ironic, stupid. Like, look at this dumbness. No, it was just like, yeah, this is what it is. Approached it from that angle, which I respect infinitely more. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna do a sequel. I don't know if it needs a sequel. It'll take another 10 years. There was an after credits scene, but it wasn't like a fucking Thanos. Look at him sitting in his chair. It was like, oh, Steve goes back to his real world and goes to his house. Of course, someone else is now living in it. And, you know, she invites him in because he wants to go look at this stuff he's kept in his attic or whatever. And, you know, the person's name living in his house. You know who it was? It was Herobrine. No, it wasn't Herobrine. It was Alex, which is the other, the female character for Minecraft. Default. Alex and Steve. No Herobrine, by the way. Fairly little references to YouTubers and stuff. Apparently there were some cameos, but I don't know what they were. The only one that was like noticeable and called out in dialogue specifically was they referenced Technoblade, who was a famous YouTuber, Minecraft YouTuber who passed away. They had a very specific reference to him in the movie, but aside from that, nothing. You didn't have MatPat at a diner scene, literally saying, "Well, that's just a theory," and looking into the camera. They didn't have that. All right, they didn't have that like they did in the FNAF movie, so that's very different. Yeah, just treated everything as fucking sincere as possible, and I give it huge respect for that. I also want to mention the music. I mean, there was obviously like typical, kids movie. They have like licensed music. It was all much more modern. It wasn't like, I feel like a lot of kids movies revolve around the exact same songs, like Mr. Blue Sky or there's always those couple of songs that you hear every movie. None of those were in this one, which was good. They used licensed music, but at least they were the same, or at least they were like new songs. And they had orchestral renditions of C418's music from Minecraft. And I'm not even joking, when I first heard it, and they like pan over Minecraft, and then the C418 music hits. Dun, 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 dun. I actually was like, my heart was like, oh my god, I'm getting a little emotional. I was like, this Minecraft movie's not gonna fucking make me cry. Again, the movie's not. It was just the music. I was like, oh my god, man. Because I love C418's music is so beautiful. It's genuinely just gorgeous. It's amazing. And hearing it in that version, hearing it in that rendition was like, oh my god, this is crazy. Wonderful. That was really cool. I loved that aspect. I know there's other modern, more different music in Minecraft now, and they have like Lana Rain and stuff, but C418's music is still favorite, best, easy. For me, it is one of the most important things about Minecraft is that soundtrack. I feel like it just wouldn't be the same. It has so much character and atmosphere. And yes, by the way, Jack Black sings. He makes a couple of songs. Very short. When I say couple, it's like less than a minute. And I don't remember any of them, which probably tells you that they weren't startlingly good. Okay, the ending song, where he comes back and has like a rock band. That was pretty good, I remember. That actually sounded like a real song. The other ones were just kind of like interstitial little moments. And I think they were fine. I actually think I would have liked the movie more if those weren't in there. The ending song, whatever, that was fine. Any of the other ones, I was like, I don't think these really benefited anything. I feel like they just had them in there because they wanted him to sing. Maybe they were hoping to get like Peaches too. I was like, no, sorry, that clearly wasn't happening. But yes, Minecraft Steve did sing. Because of course he did, because he's Jack Black. And again, he just played Jack Black. He played like an enhanced Jack Black. He played like Jack Black, but Jack Black 2.0. Where he was himself, but even more himself than normal, if that makes any sense. Which is good, I guess. He was fine. I think that made it funny, because how fucking ridiculous his character was. But, yeah. That was good. Music was good. Everything. I genuinely very positive at the outcome of this movie. Regardless of the quality of the story, which was just nothing. This was not much. Very generic. I just appreciated it. It felt almost refreshing. Because it feels like a lot of kids' movies, when I think about them, were like part jokey, very silly, and not really any many meaningful messages behind it. It was just a thing. Like, this is kind of nice. I just love how positive it is. What the fuck am I listening to? 1986 Super Mario Brothers 16-bit scrollers. Stealing from fucking Star Wars. But I don't know if I would recommend it for any adult, because it is a kid's movie. It is a kid's movie. I mean, a kid's movie as much as a kid's movie is. And for how fast-paced it is, it's probably more enjoyable for little kids. I would say, watch something, maybe different, whatever. But it was fun. It's now been a streak of good video game movies. Again, I think it's about care. If you want to talk about care of being like the games, this is top of the pops in terms of that. So huge respect. But in general, they're all, yeah, it's fine. Again, I don't think there's going to be a video game movie that's going to be like fucking, I almost said Raising Cane, that's a restaurant. Citizen Kane. But it's fine. It's good. But yeah, that's where I was yesterday, and it was a good movie. It was fine. Glad I went. Now it's done. Again, I'm not like I would rewatch the FNAF movie, for example. I would not I don't know if I would rewatch this, because I would just prefer to watch something else. And as my friend, again, my friend came with me, came with the hope and expectation that it was going to be bad, because he wanted to laugh at it. I was like, I came in at least with positive expectations, or at least hope. But yeah, that's the Minecraft movie. Go see it or not, up to you. I'm sure it's gonna make bank. God, I gotta get this villager off my screen. He's just staring at me. But yeah. We're done with that. Let's play some games.